Sarah, my little girl, she is dead.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
His wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
$36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Guys, still trying to pull it into the warehouse. So my investigation skill determines whether I can lockpick stuff. Okay, well, how else do I get in?
Well,
Oh,
a little mouse has got lost on our turf.
hi,
You're not
cat.
only inquisitive, you're also stupid. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
If she throws some punches.
Handle.
Oh, what is that? Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, what in the world? Okay. Oh, it's making me hallucinate. Gotta get out of here now.
This is primitive.
Is that all you got to say about it? Don't worry, you can't see me here.
This place stinks. What is the... connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
The light. Let's see what I'm doing in here. Don't break a leg. Talked about reconstruction, so solving a case, essentially. I don't think there's anything to do in here, so...
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
So they got sleeping pills as well? Whatever this medicine is.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Yeah, painkillers back then were probably insanely expensive. It probably didn't work that well either.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
That's creepy. That's a painting.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What happened here?
Hallucinating and not liking what they were seeing? It's like lots of bleeding.
It smells as bad as it looks.
I think that's everything. Got one character point from that. I wonder if I should leave the way I came. I can't. I'm so gonna get caught if I leave this way. It's really interesting to me that they're leaving... Oh, you can see that better now. They're leaving the warehouse the way that it... I guess has been left.
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
The case is far from being wound up. Threaten the police officer, that's probably not going to get me anywhere. Psychology. It depends on what he says, right?
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here.
Glad I didn't threaten him.
Come on. My car's parked down the way.
That's his car parked in the middle of the walkway like an idiot.
The door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Wow.
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving
That's
to do.
pretty high up there. Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion.
Place looks dead.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
You're not the first to talk about Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You know the place very
You're
well.
the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Anything I should be
I
wary
prefer
of?
to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Let's not waste any time.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why
Yeah.
not? You can help.
Right.
He's been nice.
Let's go.
And he seems to genuinely care. An angel.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Hilltop house built in 1693 by Reverend John Wickwood. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. That goes up to the house. I don't know how much exploring we can really do here. Oh, these are the three guys. He was blocking the other one. I didn't see it. Charles Hawkins, 1883 to 1924.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Such a strange
Why
final
were they
resting
buried
bit.
here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute.
Poor kid.
Didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Oh, I wonder if he likes her, but not him. Or somebody feels that way. The Hawkins Manor. The place is quite large. I hope I don't get lost. Is he coming, or am I just walking around on my own, I guess? Let's check the front door. It's probably locked. Or boarded up, even.
I'll have to find another entrance.
That I will.
This entrance is still in use.
Place would have been a really cool house as I was looking around.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, yo, man.
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Oh, there's
You
a
haven't forgiven yourself.
time limit.
You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
And Sarah Hawkins was important to you.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Now he shows up.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
You left on purpose.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. I'd like to clarify it was not Pierce and Bradley that managed to keep him calm. It was just me,
Follow
Pierce.
me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
I'm happy you know the place. Let's do an upgrade. Let's do investigation so I can pick locks better. There we go. Oh, jeez. Food still left here to spoil. We're right in the middle of eating.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Why is there a dead rat? What did he do? Let's see what we got. Find the fire scene. Well, to start, they were in the middle of a meal.
What kind of meat is this?
Oh yeah, what? It's got like tentacles off of it. Ew.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Doesn't look very happy. Oh, stuff on the ground. I didn't even look at it.
Was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Yeah, that would make sense. Arguing about something over the meat, what they were eating.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Next door, he says.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
In we go. Random bottle.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
What is that? Lamp?
They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Oh, somebody burned.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
If it didn't burn, that's weird being here.
Did someone escape the fire?
That would make sense. The father escaped the fire. Is he still alive?
This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Couple had a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Well, where else are we going?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Rat. There's another book. History of Medicine. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from the continents considered inferior. Somebody's jostling stuff around in here.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Think the father got out alive and is hiding in the warehouse. That's why he took the painting. Bit of a memoir. Let's see what else we find.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Paintings are quite ominous. Oh. Now what's up with all the lanterns?
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Did I run out of oil, or did it just burn my hand? Have it out too long?
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
I think we're done here. Well, no, not quite yet.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Well, I guess let's go up here. Interesting. How many of these lanterns can I light? There's one. There should be more.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
I don't know why I'm just taking books. Oh, crowbar. Found in Hawkins Manor. It probably belongs to the caretaker, Silas.
A crowbar. Could prove useful.
Yeah, but the officer doesn't want me to screw around with anything. Just gotta do it behind his back, I guess.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I'd be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Willard. Guess she's, ooh. Guess her being crazy isn't completely off the books. Some of these I might actually be able to get into. No?
Locked.
Oh, I can't take the crowbar. That door's open. This must be the kids' room.
The boys' room.
Let's do a little bit of investigation.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Oh, he's got a book on the bed.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
What are these drawings? Can't seem to add them to the investigation.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Well, now it lets me.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
They're spread out in the middle of the floor now.
What was going through that boy's mind?
This scratches all over the walls. Office key.
What will her room reveal about her?
That's probably where the office key goes, but we're gonna do a little bit of looking around first.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. I can't open the closet. Do a bit of investigation. Don't I have a key?
Perfect.
Okay. What? This girl's crazy.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
And for how much money.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. I don't know, like, what is going on
Was
here?
Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? Looks like a revocation ritual. Was she trying to invoke something or banish it?
Well, if she was having strange visions, it would make sense to want to banish it. Oh, this is what the key's for.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh, that was not Bradley. I have to go up there, don't I? There's still something else here that I'm missing. I guess I won't find it. What is going on up here?
Is anyone there?
Wait, that's me. Right? Why does she have a painting of me? Who are you?
You! Stop!
I got a lantern now?
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Great.
I'll cover you.
It's gotta be this way, right?
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
Catch the thief.
This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
Charles, I understand your worries, but I assure you that Sarah's in good hands here at the Riverside Institute. It goes without saying that her state requires very specific care and a high level of attention. Full potential will only be able to express itself if she is placed in a secure environment and surrounded by qualified staff. The decision is yours, of course, but I seem to understand that you are running out of time. Your friend, Thomas Fuller.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Somebody added coordinates to the old sea map and make a journey.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in
Jesus.
here? I don't see any way out.
Oil refill. The oil reservoir of your lamp has been refilled. Refills can be found in the levels.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Okay, so we just gotta turn it. Oh, what if we go to... right there?
Doesn't work.
No?
I must have missed something.
The Scylla... St. Claudine. The Scylla is the red line. Goes out of that port. Which means we are about right there.
Doesn't
No.
work. I must have missed something.
Maybe I did it too low?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
We're not in Canada, though, right?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
That it was.
This panel is movable.
Ah,
Cogwheels.
They must be linked to an opening mechanism.
Well, I mean, I kind of figured that
Probably a secret
already.
Passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
Yeah, let's see if I can find a way to actually
It
open
looks
it.
like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Some places have been circled.
Seems like this came from a log.
Monday, 24th, May 1847. 42 north, 70 west. Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the orifice this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, 30th, May 1847. 47 north, 55 west. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen, but he doesn't care. Tuesday, 1st of June, 1847. 49 north, 61 west. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told him that I only feared God Almighty. In the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Friday, 4th June, 1847. 57 north, 51 west. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. Sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Wednesday, 23rd June, 1847. 33 north, 53 west. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Tuesday, 29th of June, 1847. Darkwater. We have beaten the orifice. Returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. These are coordinates. I wonder if I need 33 north, 53
There must
west.
be a link with the Seaway map.
$33.50 something. Yeah, there
Looks
we
like
go.
It worked.
Well done, Pierce.
I am a better investigator than I thought.
Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
I'm gonna fill the oil.